Mr. Speaker, as it is every single time I have the opportunity to rise in this place, whether it's as the representative of the good people of Regina Douglas Park or as leader of the official opposition and on behalf of all Saskatchewan New Democrats, it is an honour for me to join in this debate and second the motion of the Deputy Premier and say a few words about the Premier. Mr. Speaker, but I'm happy to add, on behalf of the members on this side of the House, some thoughts and pay tribute to the Premier. Mr. Speaker, no matter what one thinks about his politics and no matter how one feels about some of the decisions he's made along the way, I think we can all agree that the personal commitment and dedication the Premier has shown and the sacrifices he has made for our province are worthy of respect and gratitude. Mr. Speaker, regardless of where you stand on the political spectrum, and if I can continue with leave to use proper names as the Deputy Premier has, Brad Wall is, without question, the most successful Conservative Premier in our province's history. After a decade in office, and even with the economy coming down from the boom years, he is still the most popular Premier in our country. So I think he'll understand, and it's fair to say that for a number of reasons there are many in our party who are not too sad to see the Premier go on to other things. Mr. Speaker, I don't think anyone would be surprised to hear that I often disagree with the premise of what the Premier may have to say, but the style with which he makes his arguments is hard to critique. Mr. Speaker, the first time I saw the Premier speak, it was 7 or 8 years ago, and I was voluntold by the law firm that I was working at the time to attend the Premier's Gala. Yes, I've attended a Premier's Gala. Now, Mr. Speaker, I'm not going to lie. I completely disagreed with pretty much everything the Premier said in his speech, but his skill as an orator, the way he captivated the room, Mr. Speaker, it was undeniable.